Took a walk in Rotterdam, thinking about a train all along the banks of memory, holding tight away, and on the end of every corner could almost hear her sound. Time went by in ecstasy, walking.
This is my house, come on in. Hi, I'm Matt Koles, owner and proprietor of Gilligan's Guide Service. That's my nickname. Here on the banks of the Truckee River, Hirschdale, California. Sometimes we start off right here. There's a great run above the bridge here. People can learn how to cast their fly rods, how to nymph, how to rig up their equipment properly. Maybe screen the river bottom and see what kind of nymphs and bugs we're going to be using for the day. And a lot of times I'll start here, and we even catch a couple fish right around here. Sometimes we'll go up from the bridge here or down or lower in the canyon, and that's usually a little more summertime. It's early spring right now, so a lot of times I'll fish above here and towards the town of Truckee, because that section right now holds a lot of rainbows and a lot of spawning rainbows. And so that's where a majority of the fish are at right now. As the water temperature increases, they start migrating lower, and this is the lower part of the river. There's more water in here, and there's a cooler inflow from the little Truckee River just right about a mile above us here. A lot of times I'll get people that are brand new to fly fishing, never held a fly rod, and you just have to take them through the basics and give them an hour or two, and then you can start watching them progress. And as soon as they start to feel it a little bit, then they're getting it. You can't really be too concerned about catching fish, I don't think, right off the bat. You got to understand fly fishing is an art form, and art takes time. And so I think that people have to just try to get the basic foundation and build building blocks, learn how to cast, how to tie some knots, how to get a good drift, because that's essential on wild trout, especially on the Truckee River and a lot of California freestone rivers like this.
Do you think we should go fishing before it gets heavy?
I think we should.
Should we have a beer first?
Let's go, let's have a beer.
Heading east on 20 out of downtown Birmingham, clocking 57 days on the road. The rig is still rolling on to South Carolina. Me and the boys got one more show to go. And we keep on rolling smooth like the low Tahoe River through passing time with sleeping alcohol. Everything's broken, but we keep on trying.
You see what I rock on the Truckee here, Keith? I got actually braided line run into a tippet ring. See that? Right here I got 5X. I got a piece of 5X and an emerger, my soft tackle emerger. And then there's my tippet ring, so I'm gonna have 3 flies. Right now I got 3X run into my middle fly that I'm gonna tie on, and then I'm gonna go 4 or 5X to my bottom fly. My overall length is probably 8 feet. I'm fishing a Z-Axis 5-weight switch rod, 11 feet. It really helps you mend line, and I line it up with a 7-weight Rio steelhead Atlantic salmon fly. I usually single spay cast this, or just a basic roll cast is all you really need. It'll roll cast 50 feet if you want it. People think a lot of people don't, when they come and fish the Truckee, they don't fish with enough weight, and they don't fish heavy enough water either. And that's where the big fish are at.
What do you got there, Gil?
I think I got a big ground.
That was your first cast.
Go get the net, homie. Oh, get the net. Hurry up, dude. Truckee River brown trout.
Look at the kype on that fish, man.
Beautiful fish. This
Good job,
is what we
Gil.
have here.
And this is not uncommon.
It's not uncommon. It's not uncommon. Another day in paradise. Another day in the office, baby. That was another big fish, dude.
Oh, California, one thing I like to see. It's
What happened?
That's why they call it fishing, not catching. We got some BWOs emerging right now, and the fish are definitely coming up and feeding on the adult duns. So, I'm gonna try to stick one. Actually, I'm gonna try to catch one on my emerger pattern because even though you see a lot of duns on top of the water, they're definitely feeding more on the duns or on the emergers caught right in the surface film.
Oh, California, one thing that I'll see, it's miles of blacktop
Fishing that blue-winged olive hatch you just saw coming off. Gil spotted this nice fish.
Did you have an emerger on?
A little bit of emerger, tied by Gil, of course. And Gil had a few shots, but we just couldn't get it. We were on the bank and the drift just wasn't there, so we hopped in the boat and put one down the lane, and this guy just sipped it.
So why is some just better off dead? And I won't slow down.
That's what we're looking for.
On a dry, Truckee River style with Gil. Man, I tell you guys what, I've been fishing and struggling trying to fish the Truckee for years. Gil has put me on the best fish of my life on this river. Flies provided by Gil. He knows the water, he knows the system. He lives on the river, man. You can't ask for a better day than that.
It's another nice day, early spring day on the Truckee River. We caught some nice fish, lost some nice fish, fished some dry dropper rigs and some indicator rigs on the switch rod. Caught a nice fish on a dry fly, on a BWO. So a little bit of everything, and it's just going to get better as summer comes, you know, after the heavy spring flows, after the runoff. And if you'd like to book a trip, I have a website, gilligansguideservice.com, and I have a blog on there with up-to-date fishing information. If you're new to the area and you just want to check it out and want some information, check out my website. It's got local patterns and flies, and I think you can get a lot of information off of it.
If someone's never really fly fished before, like, would you, put an emphasis on...
Dude, I got a bird poop on me, dude. Some bird just pooped on me. We gotta redo it, dude. That sucks. Did you notice that? A bird pooped on me, dude. That sucks. Fishing, dude. Kayaking. Kayaking's for dudes that can't fly fish. Whoa, dude. That's a first there from that tree. Are you gonna get a video of that too?